We're in the winner's circle with Erv Miller, the trainer of Coach Stefanos. Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yep,
All right.
named after a guy that coaches one of the owner's kids.
All right, so Coach Stefanos wins the open pace. Now, all year long, this horse has been banging heads with some of the best in the division. You've had limited success from a win point of view, but you felt confident coming into the Breeders' Crown?
Well, he raced really good last week. That helped. He'd raced good to start before at Indiana, a big mile. So I thought, and scope good. The horse seemed good and healthy, so I thought we had a pretty good shot coming in last week. But you never know. When he's one of those closers, things got to go your way in the race.
So they go to the half and 53 in a piece, so at least you were feeling pretty good at that point.
Smiling then, but when you're still sitting last around the last turn, it's pretty tough.
So did you think that your horse had this kind of close in him? Because it really was exceptional.
What's that?
Did you think he had this kind of close in him? I mean, it was really remarkable.
Right. If you look at his lines, he's closed 25 and 1 several times, so he can really get home. He's a good horse on the end of it.
Is he a little more versatile than what we saw tonight? Is he necessarily just a horse off a helmet, or can he win on the front end?
He can win on the front end too, but the problem has been we've been drawing outside every start. Like we've had maybe the 2 or 3 hole 1 out of 8 starts or something. He just doesn't draw in ever.
Is there anything to racing out in the Midwest rather than here? Do you prefer keeping him there, or is that just because it's home?
Yeah, it's home for us out there. That's the main reason he stayed here. He was here early. I think he went early in the season here in 47. So.
Well, congratulations, Erv. Coach Stefanos, what a great mile. We're going to bring in James Macdonald, who authored the victory here for you tonight.
Thanks.
James, come on in.
How we doing, Dave?
Good to see you again. Getting to see an awful lot of you. Meadowlands pace, 2 Breeders' Crown wins. This winning at the Meadowlands ain't nothing to it.
I don't know about that. This is a special group of drivers, a special place to race for sure. So we got a great driving colony up at Mohawk, some of the best in the world, I think, and it just shows sometimes when you come down here, if we get on the right horses, we can do some damage. So just really proud. Erv asked me to drive the big fella again, and it worked out.
Now I understand 53 and 2. You were probably very happy. But at 3/4, James, you're still sitting last. How did you do this?
I just told Jess I was having a little conversation with myself in my head there. I just said, don't panic. I know you're in a bad spot, but this horse gets home like a freight train, and they're gonna come back to you. So I said to Erv when I come off the track, I said, I know you were looking for 5th over 10th on the outside in the last turn, weren't you? He kind of chuckled, but that's the kind of horse he is. He some days, it's going to work out for him. Luckily tonight was his night, and on other days he might let some bettors down as favorite, but tonight just a big time finishing kick, and nothing's better than 10th to 1st in any race, let alone the Breeders' Crown.
Well, I did forget to bring my high-powered telescope, so I didn't see you at the top of the stretch. So indeed, you were 5th over, and then when did you tip in the stretch?
Just when we come off the turn, I just kind of rode out with the flow and come off Dave's back, and he just jumped forward, and then I said, oh, maybe, and they started to kind of come back to him, and then sometimes them closers, when they start to go by a couple, they get rolling and they get the wheels moving, and halfway down the lane I kicked the plugs, and he gave me another little surge, and then it was just pushing him to the wire and praying he got there.
What a year it's been for driver James Macdonald. The defending Canadian Driver of the Year wins his 2nd Breeders' Crown Championship with Coach Stefanos in the open pace. Congratulations, James.
Thanks for having me, Dave.